secret number 3 is choice of words. I remember when I was young, I was surrounded by people who really spoke good English, and whenever I spoke to them, I couldn't understand maybe 30% of the English. I'm a native speaker at home, but when they spoke to me, they used a lot of English words that I could not understand, and I felt it put my lower self down. I felt not confident, even though I speak it at home on a daily basis. So I pushed myself to learn new words from the dictionary, and when I started to use bombastic words with my friends, the people around me, I found that it was a bit silly because I found that people could not really understand what I was trying to say, even though I felt that I felt so smart at that time. But when you get people really confused with what you're saying, it doesn't deliver the message out. So what I learned is that we need to speak in the language that people understand. Big words are meant for thinking. Small words are meant for speaking. Put that in your mind, because whenever you speak the common language of people, people will be able to connect with you. And that is the basic reason why we're trying to articulate our thoughts to other people when we are trying to speak and connect to another person. It's important to speak in the vocabulary of the other person so that they can understand and your conversation will become more natural. Another lesson I learned is being able to express yourself better. Meaning, for example, if someone asks you, how was your day? And you reply, yes, it was good. That is usually how my husband will answer me. But if you were able to articulate your thoughts well, so if somebody asks you, how was your day? And you say, oh, it was wonderful, it was awesome. I went to the lake and it was beautiful. The sky was blue and there were swans in the lake. The breeze was so nice and the air was so fresh. I felt happy, I felt fresh. And it was a completely wonderful start of the day. So if you compare to the other earlier sentence, how do you feel? So when you're able to articulate your thoughts or your feelings inside, people are able to connect to you, and that's how you articulate better with another person. So secret number 4 is study and imitate. Who is your role model? Who is the person that you want to become or like to become? For me, the person is Adam Khoo. He is always the motivation for me when I was young. I wanted to always become the speaker that he is. And I tried to model his behavior. Modeling is a technique where it's not a copycat technique. Rather, you try to replicate what you see in him, the good parts, the parts that he's really good at, and then you add in your own style and you modify it until you're comfortable with the style. And that's your style when you speak to other people. So even though you're not confident of doing that, try to fake that confidence in you until you really get it. And that's how you create the confidence in you, because nobody in the audience knows that you're afraid. Nobody knows that you're trying to replicate the style. When you do it confidently, people will think that that's really your style, because actually in reality you practice it many times until it becomes your style. So if you're talking about a certain subject of interest, then read widely about it. So when somebody comes up to you and asks you and try to initiate a talk about a certain subject, you are able to elaborate on the point. So instead of I agree, you can say I agree because yada 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 yada, and that's because of yada 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 points. So when you have a lot of points to talk about, valid points, things that you really read about, then it gives you a solid foundation to speak to another person with confidence and with facts. And that makes your speech more valid, more believable, and people are able to relate. But be careful when you speak to people that you do not act as if you become a know-it-all. So there's a video I've created about how to talk to somebody, how to approach somebody who is a know-it-all. However, being a subject matter expert of the topic doesn't make you a know-it-all. So don't project yourself as a know-it-all because it really puts people off. And secret number 5 is to structure your thoughts and your words. So if somebody comes up to you and talk to you about a certain subject, always have this structure in mind. Your introduction, your main point, and your summary. So it goes to any kind of conversation, be it a conversation with somebody you met in a hall, be it a table topic session, or if somebody asks you to introduce yourself, you always start with the introduction followed by your main points. So maybe you can put in 2 main points and followed by a summary. So let me give you an example. If somebody were to ask you about your favorite fruit, and my favorite fruit is the durian. So durian, what is durian? So in my introduction, I will tell them that durian is this spiky fruit, this green spiky fruit that is found in Asia. And the most famous ones are found in Malaysia itself. And number 2, I will talk about the points. I'll come up with 2 points. The first point is what I like about durian, and the second point is what I don't like about durian. So I will tell them that durian tastes really good. It's really creamy and it tastes so sweet and it goes so well with rice. And when you open it, the smell itself is so fragrant and oh my god, it melts in your mouth, and that's the great part and what I like most about durian. And I go to point number 2, what I dislike about the durian. So durian itself, if you buy this durian from the durian estate and you put it in your car trunk, you'll find that your whole car will stink. And after you have eaten your durian, you'll find that your mouth will really stink as well, and you really have to brush your teeth and clear off your bad breath. So that's what I dislike about durian. And in summary, where I can find this durian, I can find this durian in the best durians are in Malaysia itself, the Musang King durian, and you can find it. It's a seasonal fruit, so you can find it in certain months of the year. And when you come, make sure you come in the right year where the durians are during the harvesting seasons. So with enough practice, you're able to speak on the spot. When somebody asks you a question, you're able to articulate your thoughts well. So in summary, there are 5 points. The first point is to avoid filler words. Try to use pauses, try to use other alternative words, connecting words, and try to do a storytelling so that you can have a continuity in your sentence. Point number 2 is to record yourself. Look at yourself physically, which part of your physical appearance that you can change. And another thing is to check your voice, the tonality of your voice. Whether you want to slow down, whether you increase the tone of your voice, use voice modulation on certain words that are important points, use pauses. And point number 3 is to use the right choice of words, not to use such bombastic words. Instead use common words that people can understand, that makes them to help you connect to each other. Point number 4 is study and model others and make your own style. And then read widely so that you have a topic that you can speak widely about that makes you confident when you speak about it. The last point is to structure your thoughts. You have a beginning, you have the main points, and also the summary of what you're going to wrap up the whole story. So I hope with enough practice, it can help you to articulate better when you're asked to speak on the spot. So comment below if you really enjoyed my sharing and how you have used it in articulating with others. Smash the like button, click on the notification bell, and click on the subscribe button. And tell me if there are any topics that you would like me to talk more about. I hope to see you in my next video, and stay safe. Bye!